awesome.
For sure.
Yes, they are awesome. As long as we can hear the text.
Do you know
All right.
Thanks.
We'll get started. Thank you. Head coach Lisa Carlsen, Cindy McCraig, Brooke Stonebreaker are here. Coach, you start us off with a statement about tonight's game.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is probably the best 45 minutes of basketball that we've played. You know, I was really, really proud of how we stayed in the moment, you know, didn't allow some of our, turnovers to cause another turnover. I thought we did a great job on the glass. And again, our composure down the stretch, I thought was really good. And when you can beat a team like Ball State, there's a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, Coach, I just wanted to mention, obviously, as you know, three tough losses recently, and then you're going against the number 1 ranked Ball State, undefeated in MAC until tonight. Could you just describe just how important this win is for this team right now, and just how the atmosphere was maybe a little bit different in the combo today?
Yeah, I think all those things, right? I think the couple practices last week for us to kind of regroup a little bit, get back to some things that we need to do from a roster standpoint, an opportunity for us as a staff to evaluate some things. And I think all of those things made sense tonight. You know, again, I'm super proud of the players that stepped on the floor. I'm super proud of the players that didn't step on the floor. I think this was a total team effort. Again, I think my staff did a great job from a game plan standpoint. And it took all of that, and it took an extra 5 minutes, but that's okay too.
And I want to mention Ball State played a full court press, pretty aggressive most of the game. Just how does that impact you as a team, and how do you feel about your team's execution in navigating that kind of defense?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that's what they were going to do. They've done it pretty much against everybody, and they've been able to really turn teams over and capitalize, and we turned it over a fair bit tonight. But again, I don't think we allowed some of those turnovers to then impact the next play, and that's really the most important thing against a team like Ball State, because they want to speed you up. And we talked a lot about trying to stay composed in the moment, and we did just enough of that.
Moving over to McCrae, you mentioned you had a few really big shots there at the end of overtime, both from winding from the field. Just take me through, what's going through your mind in that kind of a moment, making some of those shots.
Yeah, so in those plays, typically we have a play call. We're running something, and we know what we're running, and we know what shot we're looking for. Those are plays that we practice every day, and we're really comfortable in them. And, at the end of the game, it comes down to execution in those moments. Like, we just have to run what we're supposed to do, be great screeners, be great passers, and good things will happen. We'll get the shots that we're looking for. And I think we did a really good job down the stretch at the end of the fourth quarter and in overtime, taking the shots that we really wanted to get. And I think we were able to knock those down.
I want to mention a little bit on the defensive side, Allie Beck is one of the top scorers in the MAC right now. Held her to just 9 points today. Just how do you feel about being able to defensively have that kind of day from you and the other guards, and just how important it is to be able to play that well on the defensive side against the player?
Yeah, Jaden took that big challenge today guarding Allie Becky as primary defender there, and she did a really nice job. I think we were really good in our ball screen coverage, which really helped. Credit to our post players for that. But when it comes down to it, that's a full team effort. It's the primary defender, it's our ball screen coverage from our post players, and it's our backside in rotation. And I think overall we did a pretty good job of making sure to play defense as a unit, and we were able to rotate correctly for the most part, and then able to make shots difficult for her, which is exactly what we were hoping to do.
Moving over to Brooke, this is your 5th double-double this year, a lot of points, a lot of rebounds. Is this one maybe a little bit more special, just going on such a big game, a great opponent, and going with the win?
Definitely. I mean, like Coach said, it was a total team win. Like everyone who stepped on the court, and even the bench, like you could just see, especially at the end of the game, the energy and the execution, what we wanted to accomplish. So it feels amazing.
I want to mention last game, one of the big stories, second quarter was tough, only 2 points. Today, 25 in that second quarter, really took a commanding position at halftime. How big was that, just setting the tone, giving your team some confidence compared to your last game?
Yeah, I mean, again, really good. We needed a big second quarter. We can't let down in any quarter. We have to play for the full 40 minutes and sometimes 45. So it takes the whole 40 minutes. We can't let down.
Going back over to Coach, last game here at the Combo, how does it feel coming back here to be put in that situation again? Not quite buzzer beater situation, but just this tight game at the end and seeing them come away with a win compared to last time.
Yeah, I think all of those situations prepares for the next opportunity, right? So that game against Akron, a lot of ebbs and flows to the game, comes down to the last one. We feel like we had the opportunity to win it. The ball doesn't go in. But I think the recollection of the players on the floor of, okay, in those situations, how are we able to execute? And then, you know, Sid didn't really hit on it, and you asked her, but we hit some big free throws down the stretch. That was huge as well.
And lastly, I just want to mention Laura Nickel. She was one of the players who missed a shot in that Akron game today, coming down with some really key shots. It was exciting just to see her be able to get a little bit of redemption maybe and make some key shots in this one, a big win.
Yeah, I mean, we really have faith in a lot of people on our roster in any situation, and Laura's a prime example. You know, I'm sure that was a tough one to swallow. Felt like she should have hit that shot against Akron, but there's no doubt in my mind late in the game in those situations that she's going to make the right play, knock down some free throws, whatever it is. And I think our team in general has a lot of confidence in each other. And that's what it took tonight. If that doesn't happen, we don't have a chance. And so, again, I'm proud of them for their execution, but I'm really proud of them for their ability to stick together and get it done collectively.
Coach, I had a question about the defense and the rebounding. They didn't shoot well tonight, and probably a lot of that had to do with the defense, and then you guys really took it to them, you know, rebound-wise. How critical was that to coming away with this win?
Yeah, we talked about how important it was to make them take tough shots and then make sure they only get one. And I think we've done a pretty good job of gang rebounding the last few games. And that's so important. Whether you're at home or on the road, doesn't matter. You want to make sure to not give teams too many second chance opportunities. We're going to enjoy this one, but looking ahead, we're going to play a Georgia Southern team that leads the country in rebounding, leads the country in offensive rebounding. So hopefully we can take some of these numbers and replicate them on Saturday.
And the last thing is, over even last year, going back to last year, you guys have had success beating the #1 team in the MAC, the #2 team in the MAC, the #3 team in the MAC. What is it about those type of games that you guys seem to really rise to the occasion against these teams?
You know, I don't know. This team understands that it's one game in front of us. They really do. I don't think we get caught looking too far ahead or living too far in the past. And I know that's coach talk, and I know people say that all the time, but I really do believe that this roster lives that. You know, we talk about not worrying about not even the last play. So we're definitely not worrying about the last game. Again, we're going to enjoy this one, but it's a quick turnaround, and we have to prepare now again for a very good Georgia Southern team coming in. And I know these guys will do that, and that's what makes them so fun to coach.
And then did this have anything extra happening? We had all the people coming back for National Girls Women's Sports Day. We had, you know, a lot of kind of pregame hoopla going on, but to be able to do it on that day when there were, you know, a lot of celebration of women and women in sports.
Yeah, and a little bit of, you know, celebrities in the house, right? A lot of people that have been really important to this program, really important to this institution. It was great to see them. And so for them to, I guess, be treated at the end of the day to something like this is definitely pretty special.
Awesome. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.